What's up, everyone? It's been a very long time. I'm back with another episode of Cooking with Love, an impromptu late night. I need to have stuff already ready for tomorrow kind of night. So tonight I am cooking shrimp pasta, but not the traditional shrimp pasta. I already moved the bag, but let me grab it. So I think I showed you guys this before. I don't know if I did this one, but it is Bird's Eye 100% vegetable pasta. And I'm using this kind. I did not put it in the microwave this time. I'm putting it on the stove, and I have 2 bags of this. And so I'm going to basically hook it up. Yes, I do not have a lot of time. I'm tired. I worked out today. Really, I haven't ate like I should, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. We're going to eat good in a minute. So what I did was I bought a bag of shrimp, like a little small bag. I ate a few of them, but literally just a few. And so a little bag of shrimp. I bought some bell peppers, little tiny mini peppers, and I cut a few of those up. And I bought some, what was I about to say? Tomatoes. Mushrooms. I do have tomatoes, but I'm not sure I want to use those yet. So we're going to get started. With my bell peppers, I cut them julienne style so you can see. I'm going to turn my eye on. Not too high, kind of medium low. And I'm going to use some olive oil. I normally have it in, I think I showed this to you guys last time, but I normally have it in here with some rosemary, like fresh rosemary, but I'm out of rosemary, so, you know, we're just going to do this. But yeah, how are you guys doing tonight? I haven't been on here in like so long. How's everyone been? It's been like forever, but it's okay. I'm going to be back more often than not. Actually, I'm going to have more than one video coming this week, so God is good. It's all going to work out, you know. So first things first, I'm going to actually cook my veggies because I'm not going to cook them too long because they are going to go back in the veggie pasta. So veggie pasta is on and cooking. And technically, it only said to put 4 tablespoons of water in here. But I put a little bit more because it was like frozen. But that's okay. And what I'm going to do is turn this down because I do not want it to overcook. Oh, and another thing I bought, because I did buy 2 bags of it, I bought some extra pasta sauce because I like it a little saucy sometimes. So I bought some of this. It's not, like, it's always best to make it your own if you can, you know, but I get it, you know, not everyone has the time or the luxury to do that, and I am definitely one of those right now. But how is everyone? I see there are a few people on. How's everyone doing tonight? Some of these I didn't cut up as good as I could have. So I'm weird, and I won't necessarily say weird, but I like to cook my veggies differently. So I like to do my bell pepper first, and then I like to have my mushrooms. Don't ask me why. I'm just weird like that. I am going to take my Creole seasoning, my Tony's, per usual, for those who have watched before. I'm going to put some of that on there. I'm going to saute that. And what I normally do is like let that cook for a few minutes, and then I just add my mushrooms. I almost feel like I don't have enough mushrooms. I'm probably going to cut up like a few more just because I love the taste of mushrooms. So I'm one of those, like, I don't know if I can ever like really have enough, you know. But you guys, what's been up? You know, it's been too long. And honestly, you guys, life has just been life, you know. I hadn't felt like recording. I've been super busy with work, with life. This is summertime. you know, it's just a lot of stuff to do when it's hot outside. I don't really want to be in the house. I have not been cooking a lot. We've been eating out a lot. Just to keep it really real. You know, when it's hot, it's like, I don't want to be in the house on the stove. But, you know what? Eating at home saves you money. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And which is best, you know. To save the coins, okay? So what I'm going to do, because this is pretty much, like, all the sauce has melted. So what I'm going to do, so this is what it looks like right now. I'm going to put this to the side until I'm ready for the next step. So I'm going to turn that eye off. And I do have a bowl for my veggies. Put to the side. And then I grab another spoon though. Listen, so I have my housewarming. And I like love Pampered Chef stuff. Listen, no. My spoon almost burnt out. But shout out to my little sister who saved my spoon. Because I was in there entertaining guests and did not know my spoon was on fire. So, you know, it's always good to have some family members in your corner who will look out for you when you don't know to look out for yourself, okay? All right. That is a blessing. So now those are going. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit, and I'm going to put my mushrooms on. Of course, if you do not like mushrooms, you don't have to use mushrooms. I just love them, though. You can use your cherry tomatoes if you like, which I am a fan of. I'm going to put a little bit more oil. Probably more than a little bit. And then I'm going to take some more Tony's and put it on top of my mushrooms. You guys, one thing, if you haven't watched my videos before, you should know, I put Tony's on everything. It could be an Asian dish, it could be a Mexican dish. It can be a South Norwegian. I don't know, I'm making up stuff. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm putting Tony's on it. Like, that's just a fact of life for me. And I don't do it so it's overwhelming, but just enough to add a little essence, you know. But yeah, so let that cook just a little bit before I actually mix it all together. I am going to turn this eye down. This is like the super high eye or whatever. It's like power. I don't know. It says something. It's turned around so I can't really see it. But yeah, so that's cooking. But yeah, I just haven't been in the mood to like cook and I've been eating out. Honestly, my eating habits have been so different that most of the time, honestly, you guys, like, I have not been eating like I should. And saying like I should, like, eating at all, which has been good for weight loss, but not so good for my channel. Because sometimes I just don't eat if I'm not A, hungry, or B, feel like eating. So this is our veggies, and I'm just going to put these in a bowl. Next, we're going to cook the shrimp, and I'm just going to use the same pan. Turn down just a little bit more. And I'm going to put my Creole seasoning. And just so you guys can see, like, I'm not overdoing it. It's enough. Excuse me, God bless me. Oh, y'all saw that? I caught it. I caught the spoon. I do have some of this. What is this? McCormick Pinch Perfect Italian seasoning. So I will be putting some of this on there. I wish I had some. I'm trying to think. Do I have some fresh parsley? No, I don't have any fresh parsley. That's the one I'm throwing there. I'm going to turn this up just a little bit to kind of get some of this. Let me see if I can get some of this excess water off. Because it's like way too much. And you don't want too much water in your shrimp because it's going to take longer to cook it off. And then it's going to overcook your shrimp. And we don't want overcooked shrimp. Basically, we're just warming it up right now to put the, make sure the seasonings are in there. And then we're going to add it to the pot with the veggies. Oh, so one thing I am going to do now is put my Prego roasted garlic parmesan. So, like I said, it's always best if you can to make it yourself. Like, it's just always a better option. It tastes better. You know all the ingredients that are in it. However, time being of the essence, it is not always, conducive to your life. So, believe me, I'm using it. I completely understand. But yeah, so, my summer has been great so far. Couple of things I still want to do with my little one. I'm going to actually put this aside now and switch gears and put this in the pot. So I kind of just put a little bit at first because sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I want to use all of it, and it's also going to depend on, putting all the rest of my ingredients in. So I am going to add some more seasoning, of course, because who wants bland pasta? I know I don't. And this is like a healthier option versus eating like actual pasta. And I've been trying to eat better, especially considering I hadn't really been eating like I should. I did have a burger yesterday. My daughter and I went to Shake Shack, and it was very good. And I've been eating vegan burgers from this place in Hyde Park in Chicago called Can't Believe It's Not Meat. Listen, let me tell you guys, if you're ever in the Chicago area, please go there. Like, the burgers are unbelievable. It was so good. Like, it tastes just like real meat, even though it's not. It has just everything I've had there thus far has been good. I also had the pizza puff. It was really good. The fries were really good. Like, the mild sauce was bomb. So I'm going to put some of this on there. And I am being a little heavy-handed. Just a little bit. I want to make sure my eye is not too hot because this is not, regular pasta. You don't want it to overcook, And so now I'm going to add my veggies, which are, if you missed it, bell pepper and mushrooms. Like, if you don't like bell pepper mushroom, don't use them. You can use cherry tomatoes and just do that. It is entirely up to you and your taste buds. But this is just a quick, easy way for me to make pasta something filling but also healthy. Especially if I'm having a taste for pasta, but I don't want to, indulge in the actual carbs of it. It's a great alternative. And I'm actually going to wait to put my shrimp in here until I taste it and kind of see what my flavors are because we don't want the shrimp to overcook. You got to keep that in mind. I am going to add my Italian seasoning now. I'm being a little wasteful. But yeah, you know what, guys? I don't really have a full topic tonight. This is just basically like me getting back out here and doing what I should have been doing like a couple months ago. Not that I didn't move and not that I haven't been, really super busy, but, those can all be used as excuses, just keeping it real. Like, I could have been on here and did something. Being honest, you could have, but there's a process in life we all go through, and I've been going through a process of like, listen, life is real, and some things can be completely overwhelming, and I'm realizing that I have to get back to the point of making sure I wake up in the morning and spend time with God before I talk to anyone, before I spend time with anyone, before I even have the thought of like calling and taking care of business and even spend time with my daughter. Like, God needs to be first and foremost in my morning, and I'm getting back to that point because, listen, some things have felt like they were falling apart, and I have been way more stressed than usual, and I know it's because, like, I'm not prioritizing as I should, my relationship with the Lord. And that's not okay. But it's gonna take first. Let me grab a fork. That's good. I'm gonna add some butter though. Just because. you know, butter helps, most things out. And listen, you guys, this was one of my favorite things that I bought. Listen, for those who cook and maybe those who don't, and maybe just I'm old school and can really appreciate a butter dish. Look at this. This is not super cute. Like, I made my own day when I got this. I was just like, oh my gosh, I butter dish. I had one a long time ago, and I moved, and asked me where it is. I have no idea. Like, my grandmother had bought it for me when I was living in Jacksonville, and something happened to it. I could have sworn, like, I properly packed it up and, like, put it in. I have no clue what happened to that thing. Like, no clue. But if someone out there has it, I don't know. Like, it could have broken. I could have threw it away. I really don't remember. It's been so long since I left Jacksonville. You know what? It's been like, that was 2009. Oh my gosh. Time flies. Like, literally. But you know what? That also brings me back to, not back to the point, but just brings me to the point of, like, we need to be so diligent and savoring the moment and enjoying those around us. One thing that I've, like, put in my head to make sure I consciously do, sometimes it's so easy to, like, get on your phone and, talk to people on the phone or social media. I've been trying, and I'm not saying I'm, like, 100% great at it, but I've been trying to make sure that I put my phone down more when I'm spending time with people who I actually enjoy spending time with, and engaging in the conversation, engaging with them, so that I can, granted, it may be nothing I ever post, nobody may ever see it, but I know I've enjoyed those moments with those people, and I'm training myself to do that more, which I feel like is, important for me in my life, like, really genuinely, spending those quality moments with the people in my life that, I care about, and, and I just think we can just be so much more engaged when we do that versus, oh yeah, I'm listening, I'm not, and it's the process, because you think about it, we've probably been so programmed to just, yeah, okay, and just not really, being engaged with those who are around us, So I'm adding the shrimp now. I am going to turn it up a little bit because, of course, the shrimp has some little excess water on it. We want to make sure that it does not water down our pasta too much. You know what, you guys? I don't think I have any Parmesan. Oh, you know what? I wish I had some smoked Gouda on top of here. I saw it in the store and I was like, oh, maybe I should get it. I was like, no, maybe I shouldn't. And I didn't get it. And I probably should have. I'm trying to listen, you guys. Most of the time, I'm really good on not making a mess. And other times, it just is what it is. Like, it may happen, it may not. So we're going to do another taste test. And yes, I'm double dipping in the pot because I'm cooking, hello, welcome. And it's for me, so. That's good. I think I want to turn it down even more. I like another extra kick to it. I'm gonna add a little bit more of this. And I think a little bit more smoked paprika. I have to be careful because, the little ones don't like too much hot food. My daughter, sometimes she'll complain, Mommy, it's too hot. I'm like, no, it's not. And I taste it like, oh yeah, it is a little bit too hot for you. I'm like, we can put some water in it. And she's like, but it'll make it nasty. I'm like, no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. You'll never know the difference. All you do is warm it back up on the stove. It pulls all the extra water out. But kind of helps, mellow out some of the heat. All right. So this looks good to me. I'm going to turn this off and see if I have some Parmesan. Let's see. It'd be really nice if I do have some, because really making things better. Not that it's not good, but you get what I'm saying. I think the only cheese I have in here, obviously I was not fully prepared. Like I said, it's an impromptu meal, but no, I don't have any Parmesan. Just in the sink. I can wash that. But yeah, so, I need a stool. I don't have a stool at my house, and I need to get one. But yeah, I think we all need to just take more time to be intentional about spending time with others, and also, just being better prepared for things that we say we want. I know I do. I can't speak for anyone else, but there have been times when I was like, oh yeah, I want this, I want that. And it's like, are you really preparing for, some of the stuff that you say you want? It's like I think about back in my, it's putting something a little bit of my age. But anyway, back in my early 20s, I was just like, yeah, I want to be married, blah, blah, blah. But realistically, I wasn't doing some of the things that a woman should do to prepare for marriage. It was just like, oh yeah, you say it, but are you really, taking those steps and those, necessary things? Are you reading? Are you really already a Proverbs 31 woman? Are you already walking in that? Are you selfless? Do you know how to give unconditional love? Do you know how to, be quiet when necessary? Do you know how to, clean up without it just being a last minute thing because someone's coming over? Are you really a helpmate? Can you help? Can you, make sure that a house is well taken care of, not just cleaning, but, spiritually speaking, so it's a lot of things, we say we want, but we have to truly prepare for. And so it's just reminders in my life, even with not being on here and going through some trials and tribulations of my own, to be like, okay, yeah, you taking some time off, but if you say this is what you really want to do, then you need to just do it. And so that's what tonight is, my impromptu cooking, to get just back in the swing of things and come on without any excuses, because really I don't have really many excuses that I find valid to not be on here doing what I say I love doing. So, and that's talking to you all and being encouragement, being transparent, in as many ways as I possibly can. And also sharing my recipes, and whatever else the Lord puts on my heart. For me, I just want to be a help and a blessing to others in as many ways as I possibly can, And so a lot of that comes with trial and error through our own life experiences. Granted, we all go through things, but are you willing to share your testimony to help someone else? And I think that is it's a huge factor in life. We all go through things, but how many more people can benefit from hearing your story and knowing that they're not alone in what they're going through right now or have gone through? When I worked at an apartment complex, I had some young ladies, that I was talking to and kind of mentoring in some ways and ministering to in some ways, and just, trying to be a help and, sharing some of my testimony with them. And it just, how you hear like, oh, you're not going through this for no reason, but like for it to really be right in front of your face and you see that reason, like literally it would bring me to tears so often, so many times, because it's like, wow, God, like I went through those horrible things, but it wasn't in vain, and granted, thank God I came out of it, but thank God I was able to help someone else. Like, listen, you don't have to go through this, or either you're in the thick of this, but it does turn around. It does get better, but you just got to keep your eyes on God and allow Him to help you and guide you. A lot of times in life, we feel so alone in situations, and, we hear a lot, oh, God's with you, He's there. But do you truly believe it and, allow it to resonate in your heart? Like, no, God is literally here with me, and I'm not completely alone. I just have to trust this process and know that my decisions really aren't my own if I really want his will. If I want his will, I need to be obedient every way possible so that it can really pan out. Not even pan out, but so that things can perfectly function how he's called for it to function and not how we think. Because the Bible says our ways and our thoughts are not his ways and his thoughts. You know, God has a higher level of wherever he wants to take us. And so we may be thinking trivial, and God's like, no, I'm 4 or 5, 10 dimensions away from where you're thinking, and I want to bring you into that. You know, so we have to begin to rely on him and not ourselves. And that comes from spending time with him. You know, in the morning, you know, one thing that I'm making it my business a purpose and do is just get up and read the word. Before I check my phone to do anything else, I'm reading. Now, I will say this, I do leave my word on all night. If it plays all night. I don't know what's going on with the Bible app. Any of you use the Bible app? To me, it's been acting funny recently since like the last 2 updates, where it won't continuously keep playing sometimes, and like other times it will. But anyway, that's besides the point. But, you know, so I will let that play at night. And so one of the things that I try to, you know, make sure I do is to get up and just read. You know, whether it's something I was already reading, or like it was the scripture of the day that really stood out to me, or whether it was from me playing it at night and, oh, wait, that's good. I want to, you know, read that some more. But then also spending time in worship. You know, we need to set time aside to spend in worship. Worshiping God, giving him our time, giving him our praise, you know, letting him know that he's most important to us. You know, Bible says, will you at least give me an hour? You know, we have 24 hours in a day. Can we not give God an hour of our time? Like, I don't think that's too much to ask for, you know, but sometimes, you know, we get busy and we make excuses, and really there is no excuse for not spending time with God, you know. And then also, you know, to just be meditating on him. You know, the Bible says to pray without ceasing. And that doesn't mean to be like, oh, Father God, I thank you, you know, throughout your day. It's just, it's an internal prayer. Like, God, I thank you. Like, God, you're awesome. You know, on the inside of you, though. And being grateful for things that, you know, we have. And just showing him appreciation, you know. It's crazy because it's like, you can do stuff for people all day long. But until they show appreciation, sometimes you don't know they really appreciate it. And God, we're like that. And, you know, we should get our character from God. And so if we feel like that, then how do you think God feels? Like, yeah, he wants to know we appreciate the things here. You can like, oh, God knows my heart. But are you showing him that? You know, and I think that's so important. I think that's why we as people, we have to be shown things as well. You know, I believe that we get that from God. And so, you know, no matter where you are in your life right now, or where you feel like things are troubled or won't turn around, or you feel like you're at your wit's end about some situations, or you feel hurt or rejected or neglected, abused, used, confused, whatever your situation is, I just encourage you and implore you to really begin to talk to the Lord about what's going on with you. And really fully give him whatever is going on in your heart and in your life. And trusting him that he's going to work it out. And not picking situations back up and doing what you want with them. But really allowing God to take hold of that situation and make it something new. And make it something beautiful. I've said this before, but I will definitely say it again. A lot of times we go through things and it feels like the worst of the worst. But our perspective has to change. How we look at it has to change. You know, we can be looking at it like, oh my gosh, my car broke down and this is going on, that's going on. But can you still see the positive despite the negative that's going on? Is what I mean when I say we have to change our perspective. Like, all hell can be breaking loose, but can you still give God thanks and praise and honor that you're still alive? You know, that you still have breath in your body, that you know, still have a job to go to, or you still have money, whatever it is. Can you see the good in whatever your situation is? And I just encourage you all to do that. You know, that's something I'm doing myself, and constantly trying to remind myself, you know, even when things seem bad, or, you know, because of course the enemy wants us to, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever, and complain, and blah, blah, blah. You know, like, yeah, the devil was like, yes, I got them. They're not focused. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. And then, like, really what we should be doing is like, God, this sucks right now, but I'm still going to praise you anyhow. You know, I know this may not look like what it's supposed to be to me, but I know you have my best interests at heart. You know, I know you're going to work this out for me, and I trust you. And you know what that does? It activates our faith. It activates the angels. It activates blessings. It activates God's grace. You know, all of that is activating, and God comes in you know, and changes things. You know, the Bible says, like a flood, what is it? God, like a flood, the enemy comes in. But I've heard this before from a couple other pastors, my father included. But they said it like this: like a flood, I think God raises the standard. So, like, moving the comma. So, yeah, the enemy may be coming in, but like a flood, God raises the standard. Like, I just don't believe the enemy has that much power to raise the standard. Because, I mean, obviously he's like a dog with no teeth, and there's a lot he can't do, and that he wants to make us think that he can do. But I just believe, like, no, God raises the standard. God shifts it. Like, he has all power and all authority. So, you know, I just want to encourage everyone. And this is not just for you guys. It is also encouraging to myself to be a reminder, like, stay focused and don't allow whatever is going on to be so overwhelming that we can't give God praise, that we can't thank him first and realize, like, who he is and how awesome he is and how blessed we are to still be here. Like, if we're still here, we still have purpose. We still have someone to minister to. We still have someone to help. We still, you know, have purpose. And if you don't know your purpose, I encourage you to seek the Lord on what your purpose is so that you can find that out. Because when you live with purpose, things just shift. You know, it's not just your regular routine day to day. It's like, yeah, whatever. No, it's like you have a whole new perspective and outlook on life that is like invigorating. You know, it's like this surge, like, yes, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is how, you know, yes, you know, I'm a really exciting person and I'm like mellow right now a little bit. It may not seem like it, but I am because it's late. But, you know, just living with that surge and zeal in life to just go do and help and be a blessing no matter what it is. Like, you may be called to be an actor and your acting could possibly help and change someone else's life. You may be called to be a basketball coach and you coaching those young boys or young girls may help shift their life in another direction that it never would have went in. But if you're not in place and walking in your purpose, how can you affect their lives? You know, so I'm not just saying this, like I said, to you all. I'm also saying it to myself to stay in line. You know, obviously, I won't say obviously to you all, but obviously to me, this is a part of what I'm supposed to be doing in my purpose. And I've heard people, you know, talk back to me and say that it's encouraged them. So if this is part of my purpose, then I have to make time to live in my purpose, you know. So, you know, that's it, you guys. I didn't want to come on here for a long time. I wasn't even supposed to be on here this long. But yeah. Oh, so let me show you pasta. I'm going to stuck my football back in there. But yeah, so it looks a little orange because of the smoked paprika. But you guys, if you all have watched before, you know I love smoked paprika. So this is it. It may look a little funky right now, but listen. You know what? Maybe I should plate it up. But I don't have any Parmesan cheese to make it look all pretty and stuff. So I'm doing a little something. I'm going to use my pretty plates. We'll do a little something. Now it's late, so I'm not promising you guys it's gonna look super pretty, okay? Now how I normally would make it look. And like I said, I don't have any cheese. Even though, honestly, you guys, like I have steered away from the cheese. I'm not a cheese person like for real, I used to be addicted to cheese. Like, I'm not even joking. It was like really, really bad. Like, really bad. I don't even know why. Well, I do know why. But, you know, you grow up eating certain things. And so I'm just going to put some of this seasoning on there and some smoked paprika. Kind of make it look a little... I hope this doesn't fall off because... If you all remember from a previous video, the top to the smoked paprika came off and it was like, yeah, that was not supposed to happen. I wish I had some fresh parsley. That would just really set it off. So, it's not going to be super cute like I normally would do it, but you all get the gist of it. Now, this is not like a Chef Roble dish, okay? He was cooking it up. Listen, I love his videos. And anyone else watch Josh Elkin? He has a Snapchat, but he also has a YouTube. And he's on Instagram. Like, his videos are bomb. But yeah, so hopefully that looks a little presentable, you know. Not super pretty, but yeah, that's the pasta. I have not ate all day, really. So just know it's about to go down, you know. Yeah. But yeah, you guys, that's it. I'm not even sure how long this video is. It used to tell me like the time. I'm gonna show it right now. But yeah, so I love you guys. Be blessed. Share this with someone who may need it, who it can be a blessing to. Sorry, I'm chewing and talking at the same time. I do apologize, but you guys understand. But yeah, that's it. I pray you guys have an amazing night. Be blessed, and don't be afraid to share your testimony and help someone else. Love y'all. Good night. If I can figure out how to end this. I always do that. I'm like, wait, how do I end it? Good night.